This is my honest review of this Proplica, Bandai Namco, Tamashii Nations, Zelda Master Sword. A full-size Master Sword. That's something I've always wanted. But, you know, there was never anything, like, really on the market or anything nice or whatever. So when I saw this pre-order, like, earlier in the year, I missed the first one, but as soon as, like, it came back for, like, a second round, like, I jumped on it. And I've just been kind of waiting. I got this earlier in the week and going back and forth on if I should do a review. It's not a true unboxing. I've already opened it up and looked at it. Got some initial feelings, sat on it for a few days, and yeah, now let's get to it. So here it is in the box. Yeah, whatever. So when I first got it, you know, the sheath, that was easy to get. Took that out. Looks really nice. You know, it's actually got some good colors and stuff. And modeling on it, like it's not just like a flat piece or whatever. But overall, in the hand, looking at it, like comparatively to game stuff and everything, it just feels too wide. But the first thing that I noticed, let's see if you can, plastic just sounds really cheap. Like, okay, well, that's fine. Get in, see what else I got. So then I noticed, hey, what's this little thing? Like, oh, that's the pommel. I was wondering, why is that separate? And then I got to the Master Sword. And instantly I picked it up. I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel that nice. Like it's really hollow. It's really thin. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, it just flexes so easily. I want to play with it. It's like, I feel like it's gonna snap at some point. So like, oh, that pommel thing. Oh, okay. So we got like on and off buttons. Yeah, I remember on the listing it said that there was probably going to be some sort of interactive features or whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't really care so much about that part. Cool edition, whatever. But then we have this stand you assemble. I feel like that was just extra bloat in it. I don't recall a stand or anything being mentioned in the listing. I guess it's nice, but it's the same kind of cheap plastic. It really looks it too. I mean, my plan was just to hang it on the wall, so it's like, I don't really need it. Good. This is kind of, again, it's cheapy kind of looking thing. I mean, you can take it or leave it. I don't really care about it, as long as it holds it if you need to. Of course, if you want to make it better, forget the stand and get yourself, some sort of back belt for the scabbard. I mean, it's way too long. There's no way you're actually drawing the sword when it's on your back, but hey, that'd be nicer. Okay, yeah. Back to this. Yeah, in the listing, I know it. Yeah, I knew it was going to be plastic. That's what it said in it. I was expecting it to be like a solid piece. It was just labeled, PVC plastic. That of course isn't, super expensive. Still, like, a PVC pipe still feels more solid than this thing does. Like, okay, well, maybe they have a reason for it to be hollow. They got, you know, the sound system, whatever in here. I haven't opened it up, put batteries in it, so let's check that out. Okay, so let's see, it takes 2 AA's, and the way you get to it is kind of funky. There's nothing that twists or anything. You got, let's see if I can find them. These little tabs you're supposed to like separate. Okay. Oh, helps turn it on. Let's see what setting 1. Oh! Magical. Okay, I mean, I admit that was some happy nostalgia, but... Ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see what's this other button do. Okay, so the buttons just cycle backwards and forwards through the songs. That's it. Yeah, so the songs, they're pretty long. They got like the full things in there. A lot longer than I was expecting. But it is very easy to like hit the buttons and then, you know, you gotta start over that long song. And I can see how some of it might want to be hollow to properly play those sounds so it's not so muffled. Let's check out mode 2 now. Woo! No, I don't know what did that. It wasn't the swinging. Ooh. Okay, we get one sort of vibration and attack. Ooh, and another. Ooh, fascinating. Oh, there's a third button on the back I didn't notice. So yeah, these two, if you got it in the song mode, you know, they cycle through. This one just stops and restarts that one track. On that vibration setting, this just plays a little extra song. Fascinating. And one sound that I do want, there doesn't seem to be any way to activate it except for turning the switch, which if you have the pommel on and everything, that's an annoyance. This one. Okay. Yeah. I can understand if they want to make it hollow, if they want to like add some light up glow effect in the blade, you know. I don't need that. That's not really for me, but if they did that, you know, cool. Otherwise, looking at it now, it's like a $200+ Zelda soundboard that looks like the Master Sword. You know, if you're just gonna leave it on your wall or something or never touch it, it's fine. I just feel like one bad accidental smack and it's gonna snap. And it being so thin, that's just gonna be a pain to actually repair. Sorry if this is a little too pessimistic. But let's see what it is with the sword in the scabbard. There's no locking to it. That really annoyed me. Like, it just slides right out. And it definitely, just in comparison, it still feels a little bit too wide. I know they were trying to give like stand ample clearance for that that wider part on the blade there. Jesus. Yeah. Like, if you want to wear it on your back to Renfest, that might survive the day as long as people don't, you know, try to grab it and play with it too much. I played with it a bit. It is fun, you know, as a sort of soundboard, and not even a full soundboard. Get like one or two effects and then a bunch of songs. It is fun to play around with. It just really feels so delicate in the hand. So, all in all, yes, it looks beautiful. It doesn't feel great. That's worth $200 to you. I guess go for it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this thing myself. Like, in comparison, here we got this little thing from Halloween that I've had for a few years. I got it because of course. And honestly, this feels just about the same, maybe not the sheath, but the rest of it, it feels like almost the same plastic, if not even technically a little sturdier. That could be due to the size. I mean, at least this thing, you know, you don't feel like you're gonna eventually snap it somewhere just from swinging it around if you want to play with it at all. You got kids, whatever. Of course, you know, you're gonna smack it on something. Yeah, it'll bend, but, you know, you just be careful. And it's 20 bucks. But yeah, even this thing, it's got a little sheath lock. I mean, come on. Yeah, the colors on it, of course, aren't as perfect, but honestly, I still prefer this little guy over the full size, and I think I'll still be on the lookout for something better. Yeah, I mean, another one that I had gotten was well over a decade ago. I don't know if this looks recognizable to anyone. It's not a perfect replica. I can't even remember where I got it. Yeah, the modeling is like, you know, oh yeah, sure, I've heard of Zelda kind of styling. But it did come with a belt, so that was nice. You know, it's still, I honestly can't tell the handle on this. It's some sort of thick plat. I think it's like a very thin cast metal. Yeah, it's poorly imbalanced, so it's not fun to hold. But I mean, even this thing was 60 bucks. So that was this honest, unsponsored review of the Proplica Bandai Namco, whatever the heck the third one was. I don't know why there were so many added onto this. So how could it be better? I mean, yeah, going back through the things, just make it more solid. Like, The blade can definitely be thinner, which would save some plastic, make that not hollow. There's no reason for it in this. Same thing with the hilt on here. Just make it feel nicer in the hand. Doesn't feel like it's a $200 thing. I don't know what it sits at, but it just feels eh. For the scabbard, yeah. Gorgeous modeling, but just a little too chunky. It's not a big deal. Thicken it up a little bit. Get rid of that because I mean all the gold, the thick parts, those feel nice. So my final thoughts after doing this review and playing with it for a bit. I'm still going back and forth on if I want to return it. I don't know how much a hassle that is, and girl math says that, you know, money doesn't matter since it was so long ago. Definitely, like, if I were to see this in hand and everything before, I wouldn't buy it again. I don't know if I can fully recommend that, especially not for $200 or a, you know, thin plastic molded mass-produced item like this. So do with that what you will.
Yeah.